Red Devil basketball is on the air. Evanston looks to take a strong round ball tradition into the next roaring 20s. Catch all the glass-breaking action on your home for Red Devil Sports, KNYN 99.1, with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On In Casper, Evanston Parks and Recreation, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District Number 1, Elling Ford Brothers, The Store, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, Mountain West Business Solutions, and by Wyoming Dental Specialties. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and raise the pitchforks as we head to the arena to join the voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
And 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Today, the Evanston Red Devils boys team take on the Rock Springs Tigers, and a winner moves on to the state tournament in Casper next weekend. Losers' season will end right here in Evanston this afternoon. We're about 15 minutes away from the tip-off of this one. In the meantime, we have our Pitchfork pregame show. We'll come back with our setting of the scene for this pivotal matchup on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium, host of the 4A 2020 4A West Regional Basketball Tournament, where the participants from the west side in the state of Wyoming will be determined on who will be going to the state tournament in Casper next weekend. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Red Devil Gymnasium. It's time to set the scene for this most important matchup of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. First, for the Rock Springs Tigers, the opponents for today's matchup. They come in with a record of 10 wins, 14 losses, 4-2 in the 4A Northwest Quadrant. Last time they were out was last night in the semifinals against Star Valley, the number 5 team in the state, losing that one 42-40, but a great effort put in by the Tigers as quarter scores goes as follows. Star Valley outscoring Rock Springs 12-8 in the first. Then Star Valley coming up big in the second quarter, 20-9 over Rock Springs. Adjustments made by the Tigers, and the Tigers would then start cutting into that gap, only allowing 2 points to Star Valley in the third quarter, while that would score 6, and then would outscore Star Valley 17-8, but just come short of the comeback. Final score 42-40. Star Valley moving on to the championship. in the 4A West region. For your Evanston Red Devils, they currently boast a record of 10 wins, 14 losses. Last time they were out, they were on the floor to send a message to the rest of the state who were concerned after they were upset by Cody by double digits on the opening night of the regional tournament. Final score against Jackson, a whopping 62-18. Great performances by Burke Thomas, who had 14 points in 3 quarters as Coach Lex Cornea pulled out the starters by the mid-third quarter. And just a dominating performance, a great performance there by the Red Devils. For the Rock Springs Tigers, they're averaging around 49 points per game and allowing about 54 points per game. For the Red Devils, 52 points per game is their tally, but they're allowing 56 points per game. So this should be a close one. Last time these two teams faced off was at the campus of Western Wyoming Community College, middle of February. Final score there, Evanston wins it 46 to 34. Red Devils led by Mason Ellingford with 19 points, Dawson Crofts with 11. Rock Springs Tigers only had one person in double digits, and that was Alan Martinez, who shot the lights out in the gym, 12 points, but a 63% field goal percentage. When we come back, we will continue to count down to the tip-off of this one. We're about 11 minutes away. We will hear from Red Devil head coach Lex Cornea after this on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittleSwoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittleSwoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittleSwoodShop.com today.
ELAN OLLIFF here with Lex Cornea, head basketball coach for Evanston boys basketball. Coach Cornea, you guys went into a win-or-go-home situation against Jackson. Could have easily been a trap game. You hear it all the time. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. But from the opening tip, it looked like you guys had great control. What can you say about the energy that your boys brought to that matchup?
Well, I think a lot of it was just body language and just kind of focus and attitude. This morning, Coach Barker and I got him into a meeting, and we didn't look at X's and O's or plays. We just said, watch yourselves, after calls are made or after a shot's missed or made, how do you look on that floor? And, it just wasn't very good. So, I think they took that and they said, hey, they're right. We need to just change our attitudes as we play, change kind of our energy level. And, today, I don't know. The score was great, but what I was most happy to see is just guys not playing alone, having fun playing together, and that was a difference today. I think that's something that, shots were falling today, but, Jackson, after that first quarter, I think kind of pulled off a little bit. We could see a difference, but it was our energy and just the way we played together. I thought we were very unselfish today, and, we told them, hey, if you can keep those things going and we actually can talk about that banner at the end of the gym. You could go be that dangerous team that gets somebody. But if you don't, if you go back to what we were doing last night, you're going to see more of the same.
You guys will have the loser of the Rock Springs Star Valley matchup tonight at 11:30 tomorrow morning, and a winner goes to state. Loser, their season's done. What kind of things do you think the boys will be able to take from this game besides the energy and the unselfish play that we saw?
Well, I think those are the things they have to take. You know, against Jackson today, we could have drawn up any set, any X and O, and I think we were going to get it. That was just kind of the nature of the game. But you can't do that night in, night out. You know, teams are too good and they can take different things away. But the unselfishness, just kind of the attitude, your response to plays, the way you get together as a team, the way you conduct yourself, those are the things that carry on. And you know, last night I think we just got too caught up in the kind of the officiating. You know, there were times out there I think our guys were like, oh, we're playing. You know, it's us against 3 guys in stripes, and that's just not accurate. You know, in any game there's going to be calls that go for you and calls that go against you, but you just got to play through. So, you know, if we can keep our focus like that, just, you know, on that 94 feet in front of us, on the things we do, and kind of forget everything else, we can be good. But it's when we let those things kind of filter in that we struggle. And last night we had 26 turnovers, 15 of them unforced. You know, that's a team beating themselves. As well as Cody played, that's a team beating themselves. So I liked that they were addressed today against a team that, you know, is kind of down. But, yeah, tomorrow if we can do those things against Rock Springs or Star Valley, you know, you never who it is, I think it's going to be a dogfight, loser-out game, as they should be.
Coach Lex Cornea, boys Evanston basketball head coach, thank you so much for your time. Anything else you want to cover today?
No problem. Thanks, Elan.
Big thank you to Coach Lex Cornea for joining us on this Pitchfork pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have Ryan Steinekert to continue to set the scene for this most important matchup of Evanston Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com, a First Bank presentation.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Real quick, we're going to do a quick tournament update on the boys bracket. The first games to take place on the boys side yesterday was Riverton and Green River in a elimination game. Green River victorious 55-53. Then, of course, the second game we had right here on KNYN and mylocalradio.com, where the Red Devils took care of business against Jackson 62-18. Final score there. Then the first semifinal took place at 6:30 last night. It was a barn burner, as we talked about. Rock Springs, Star Valley. The Braves move on to the region championship game. Final score 42-40. And then the 8 o'clock game, Cody and Kelly Walsh. Cody, the Cinderella team, really on both sides of the brackets at this year's regional tournament. But Kelly Walsh ended the run 56-31. Cody will play Green River after this game, Evanston versus Rock Springs. Joining me now, we have Ryan Steinekert. And Ryan, after what we saw from this boys team against Jackson, and as you heard Lex Cornea talk about it, they weren't so impressed with the score, but the fact that Evanston was making the extra passes, was showing energy and tenacity on both sides of the ball. That is definitely going to be required to make it to the state tournament today.
Absolutely, and then those things go hand in hand. That extra pass, that extra energy on defense, that's what leads to the score they had yesterday. And let's be honest, Jackson is not as good of a team as Rock Springs. So if Evanston even plays at that same level as they did yesterday, it'll still be a much closer game today. But boy, if they play at that same level for 4 quarters as they played in that first and second quarter yesterday, they should have a good chance.
And you got to wonder if they have a little bit of advantage playing yesterday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Rock Springs game finished about 8 o'clock last night, so it's a semi-quick turnaround, not super quick, but maybe a little bit more rest for Evanston.
That could be a factor. Do you know if Rock Springs stayed in town or did they drive home? I mean, either way,
I really don't know.
They're not in their home beds, or if they stayed here, or if they had to drive home, they're not getting home till pretty late, and then they got to get up and turn around, come right back. So that certainly could play a factor.
For Rock Springs, we talked about it in the scene set. They average 49.1 points per game. 33.3 coming from 3 single sources. You've got Justin Reese averaging 14.6 points per game. Alan Martinez with 10.4. By the way, he put up 12 in the regular season loss to Evanston. And then Favor Okura with 8.3 points per game. Really, that is their offense right there. And if Evanston can figure out a way to shut down those 3, you got to like their chances.
Yeah, and that's a big key. Of course, they did that a good job yesterday. I can't remember, was it Watkins yesterday for Jackson, who came in averaging almost 13 a game. Evanston held him to 4 in that contest. And again, the energy, the intensity that Evanston had on defense, that fed their offense. So if they can get that defensive intensity, slow those 3 guys down a bit, and then that should lead to some good things today for the Red Devils.
Should be an awesome matchup. You know, both teams are going to leave it out on the floor. Winner moves on to the state tournament. Loser goes home. We're going to step aside. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of this first make presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium, site of this 2020 4A West Regional Basketball Tournament. The Evanston Red Devils playing in a matchup against the Rock Springs Tigers, where the winner will go to the third place game. The loser goes home. Also, if you make it to the third place game, your ticket is punched for the state tournament in Casper next weekend. That's and speaking of the state tournament in Casper, if you like analysis, if you like excitement building type shows, we got one for you. Wednesday at 7 o'clock to 8:30 on mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1. Jake Hibbert and myself will be bringing you the Wyoming Prep Podcast 2020 3A 4A State Tournament Preview Show and 90-minute special where we'll have the brackets for each of us. We'll also have some of the best coaches, some of the most elite players in the state. It should be a great time. Again, that is Wednesday, 7 o'clock to 8:30, live from the Come On In Casper. And Ryan, I got to admit, I love going to Casper just for that reason. The Come On In is a great place to stay.
And they've got a nice – are you going to be up by the fireplace?
We
in
are.
The big lobby
we
area?
are.
You'll have some space there to Come On In. It's fantastic for – I'll tell you, I took my family there. I don't know, when was that? It was during Outlaws baseball season.
Okay.
And the kids loved it. There's the kiddie pool. There's all the hot tubs. It is fantastic. Yeah, the Come On In is great. I'm looking forward to that show. That's Wednesday night at 7 to 8:30. And you can listen live online or on the radio at 99.1 FM. And it'll be interesting to hear you guys preview the week. You'll have the obviously the state matchups will be set for the first round, and it'll be fun times.
And with the wild and craziness that has happened at both regional tournaments, by the way, Central, the number one team in the state, loses to Thunder Basin in the semifinals tonight. Guess who they're matched up with in an elimination game later on today on the east side? The number 2 team in the state east. So one of them will miss the tournament. It's going to be a wild and crazy weekend next week.
Even if you look at this tournament, the Green River girls, I think, came in as the favorite,
yes,
right? At least from the west or from the southwest. And they got upset yesterday by Rock Springs. So things, you never know. That's why they play the game.
Exactly. And now, and speaking of playing the game, the time is up. 8 minutes is on the clock. And it all comes down to this. Rock Springs, the designated away teams, they are in their black away uniforms with orange numerals, Rock Springs, across the chest, as they will be the first ones to be introduced here at a packed Red Devil Gymnasium. Good crowd for an 11:30 Saturday matinee matchup.
I made sure my boys got their chores done early this morning, Elan, so we could be here.
The student section with their backs turned to the court as the Rock Springs Tigers come out. Starting lineup for Rock Springs. Number 2, a senior, Justice Reese. Number 11, a senior, Jason Caudell. Number 12, a junior, Alan Martinez. Got 12 points against Evanston the first time. Number 21, a senior, Tyson Davenport. And number 23, a senior, Xavier Okura.
Just look at these guys. They match up well, at least just looking at body types. Length, height. It looks like there's some quickness there, but definitely that length is going to be tough for Evanston.
And Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold blares through the loudspeakers to bring in the Kings of Evanston at the moment. As the boys get ready for their introduction, it's biggest game of the year. You know they're rolling with the same starting lineup. You know who it is, but we're going to go through it anyways. As the Red Devils are getting ready for this one. The most important game of the season. They win, and they're off to Casper. They lose, and their season will end right here. It is absolute tension right now as David Baxter, the senior, number 3, runs out, sporting a short sleeve shirt under his jersey for the first time this season. In their red, or their white home uniforms, red numerals, Evanston across the chest. Burke Thomas, number 4, 14 points in 3 quarters yesterday against Jackson. Dawson Crofts, one of the best 3-point shooters on this team. Leave him open, and you are doing it at your own risk. Number 10, a senior. Number 32, a senior, Mason Ellingford. Also, another thing to note, this will be the final time that these Red Devil seniors play on this court because of the venue change for the third place game should they win. So a big game that the seniors want to send a message that this is their house and they will defend it. Braxton Lynn, number 43, a junior, runs through to complete the starting lineup. Evanston bangs the left quarter, and there is that student section. Here we go, Alan Martinez and Mason Ellingford meeting at the center's line. Evanston on the left, Rock Springs on the right. We are underway. Tip-off won by Rock Springs. Caudell gets it at the timeline, hands off to Justice Reese. Justice kicks it back over to Alan Martinez. He goes to the top of the circle, quickly over to Davenport on the right side in the lane, puts the shot up, and it's good. So Davenport gets the first points for Rock Springs, and it's 2-0 Evanston. Calming things down to start it off.
You can see right off the bat, this is a better Rock Springs team than what Jackson was yesterday. Attacking the hoop, Davenport with the floater in the lane.
Braxton Lind on the right side of the key to the block. Got Davenport on defense, looking for David Baxter at the top of the circle. He'll find him, but Baxter had to work to get there on time. Dawson Crofts at the timeline. Back to David Baxter on the right side on the Evanston lettering here at EHS. Ellingford, top of the circle. Right now, Evanston taking their time getting in there. Ellingford trying to drive in the lane, cut off by Okura, so he'll go to David Baxter at the top of the circle.
Patience will be key against this Rock Springs team. They're long, and they're a much better defensive team than what Evanston played yesterday.
Pass intended for Burke Thomas in the right corner, poked out of bounds by Justice Reese. Evanston will get to inbound it on the right sideline. David Baxter to do it. Goes to Dawson Crofts. 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Almost just over a minute elapsed here in the first quarter. Red Devils find Ellingford on the right elbow. Back to Baxter at the top circle. Burke Thomas. Evanston trying to figure out where the weakness is. Drives to the free throw line. Burke Thomas handoff Dawson Crofts, who now takes it to the top of the circle and retreats back. And timeout called by Coach Cornea. So Lexus sees something he's not super crazy about, so he's going to calm it down and stop the time. We'll take it as well. 2-0 Rock Springs early in the first quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is a First Make presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
David Baxter inbounds to Dawson. He goes right back to David. Mason at the top of the circle. Ellingford goes to the free throw line. Back to Burke. Travel called, and it's going to be the first turnover for the Red Devils.
Evanston really having a hard time getting into their offensive set and executing. And credit the Rock Springs defense. They're pressuring high on the perimeter, and that's giving the Red Devils some trouble so far.
Caudell on the right side bounces to favor Okura. He's double teamed. He gets it over the double teamed off the glass. And in, 2 points for favor. 4-0 Rock Springs as Evanston still looking for their first shot, actually. I don't think they've even gotten a shot off so far. Burke Thomas over to Crofts on the right side, goes to the top of the circle. Back to David Baxter looking for Ellingford in the block. He's double teamed and he's fouled. Jason Caudell got a little handsy there with Mason Ellingford. So now Burke Thomas will inbound it under the backboard.
We saw when Ellingford got double-teamed yesterday, he was able to find teammates for open shots. That'll be key again today.
Dawson Cross, 3-ball right side, rings around the rim into the hands of Justice Reese. The Tigers of Rock Springs taking it the other way. Quick transition for Rock Springs. Caudell on the right block, bounce pass over. Intended for Davenport in the left elbow, but it's off of the foot of Dawson Crofts. Evanston almost got the steal there, but it'll be inbounded by Rock Springs under the backboard. Float pass to Caudell at the top of the circle. He makes a spin move around Cross, puts it up over the high Wade Bowen. Misses the shot. It's too hard. Last one to touch it, Evanston, as it crosses the baseline. Wade Bowen in the game now for the Red Devils, replacing David Baxter. So we'll see if this helps out Evanston a little bit more. Martinez, 3-ball right side, off the front iron, rebounded easily by Dawson Crofts. 4-0 with 5:32 left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the first frame. Burke Thomas on the right side. Back over to Lind, looking for Ellingford on the block. He's double-teamed, puts the shot up over the double team, and draws the foul.
And that's a hard thing with a double team that's two extra hands that can commit a foul. So if Ellingford can keep that ball high, he's taller, he's lengthier than anybody else out there.
Evanston does have the size advantage over all the Rock Springs team right now. You also add Wade Bowen in there, and that could cause another wrinkle. We'll see how they add him as Ellingford sinks the first free throw and gets the first point of the game. 4-1, Red Devils down by 3 with 5:20 left in the first on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Next one from Ellingford is right down the pipe. Red Devils cut the lead in half. It's a 2-point game early in this one. Justice Reese goes to Okura, goes back to Reese, quickly Caudell, and now Martinez on the left wing. Back to Caudell. Reese calling out the play from the 10-foot line of the volleyball court, distributes to the left side to Davenport. Bounce pass to Caudell, finding Okura in the lane. Wide open Reese, right side three, off of the front iron, pulled down by big man Bowen. Evanston's going the other way. 4:46 left here in the first quarter. Dawson Cross, Ellingford looking for Bowen on the left block, and he's fouled.
That's 2 early fouls on Davenport. That may be some trouble. He's already going to head for the bench.
Wade Bowen gets the foul. It's on the drive, so Burke Thomas will inbound it. That is 3 fouls so far on Rock Springs, nothing on Evanston. Float pass looking for Ellingford, goes up, tries to put it in to tie it up. He misses it. The ball's out of bounds. Stolen by Ellingford, and he gets called for a travel, though. The ball did not cross the baseline. I called that too early. Ellingford tried to put it back up, The 4 cross the baseline, but he gets called for a travel, and the Tigers take it the other way, up by 2 with 4:38 left in the first. Alan Martinez, Justice Reese, Faber Okira in the left wing. He now drives to the free throw line. Back to Martinez. It's off his hands. He has to go to the corner to get it. Allen, long pass over to Faber Okira at the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at EHS. Back to pass intended for Justice Reese. Tipped out of bounds by a leaping Mason Ellingford, who knocks it across the right sideline.
Boy, going back to that inbound play from Thomas to Ellingford, what a great pass. Great design on the play, and Ellingford just couldn't quite get that bucket to go.
Martinez bounces it over to Caudell in the right corner, back to Martinez in the wing. Look, finds Justice Reese. He'll go over to Akira in the left corner. Back over to Schutzman, and now a 3 ball by Akira is well off the mark. Pulled down by Braxton Lind. Evanston's taking it the other way. They're trying something quick. Burke Thomas tries for the layup. It's off the side of the backboard. Quickly picked up by Rock Springs. Justice Reese versus Dawson Cross. He shoots it over Dawson and goes off the glass and good. 6-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails by 4. Still early in this one. No need to panic. Braxton Lind on the right side looking for Dawson Crofts in the corner. Flow pass to Ellingford. He's got only one person to beat. Puts it off the glass at the block and good. Mason with 3 points in this one.
First field goal of the game for Evanston right there.
It's 6-4, so actually Mason got 4 points as he's the offense right now. Red Devils down by 2. Alan Martinez bounce it to Schoenfield. He takes it from the elbow, rebounded by Crofts, but they're going to call a foul on the rebound. It'll be on Wade.
Yeah, Caudell had it. Wade went up and smacked it out of his hands and unfortunately got an arm as well.
Right now, the Red Devils down by 2, but now Jason Caudell will shoot 2 free throws. 6-4 Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:11 left in the first. First one from Caudell, off the back iron, no good.
Bad news, good news so far. Evanston hasn't scored much, but they're getting it inside, working Ellingford. And if he gets a couple more baskets inside there, especially against the double team, Rock Springs will have to adjust.
Caudell off the back iron, pulled down by Ellingford. It's an Ellingford board for the Red Devils. Dawson Crofts across the timeline. Lind goes to Cross at the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at AHS. Back to Burke Thomas. Thought about taking an open 3 from the right. Instead, Lind will get it on the right corner. Ellingford still working in the block with Schoenfield. Matched up with him. Dawson Cross in the right corner. Drives to the free throw line. Now back over to Burke Thomas on the right. Lind in the corner. Okira on defense. Shoots it over Okira and gets it to go. Braxton Lind with 2. And it's now a tie ball game.
Boy, Lind with that length, he's got to take advantage of that opportunity and hit some big shots, tough shots like that one.
Alan Martinez quickly over to Justice Reese as they go into their half-court set. Tigers have Martinez over to Akira, left side 3. It is off the rim and top of the backboard, out of bounds. Evanston ball. You know, you made a comment, Ryan, about pounding it into the post, and they've been doing that a lot early. You're going to use that like a running game in football. You may not get results early, but you can wear out a team doing that, especially when you have Wade Bowen and Mason Ellingford in the post. Burke Thomas from the right block, off the glass and in. Evanston has their first lead of the game. 8-6, Red Devils with 2:02 left in the first. Justice Reese over to Faber Akira on the left side. He's got Mason Ellingford working on defense. Jason Caudell over to Schoenfield. His shot rings around the rim, no good. Second chance, no good. Pulled down by Braxton Lind. Red Devils doing a good job keeping these chances being a wasted opportunity for the Tigers. Dawson Croft standing on the E logo here at EHS at the center court. Braxton Lind drives to the right block, puts it off the glass and in. Mason Ellingford puts Evanston up by 4.
Evanston starting to look a little more sharp in running that offense. Not worried as much about the pressure, but getting into the execution and taking care of the ball.
1 minute, 22 seconds remaining in the first. Red Devils up 10-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Wide open, Schoenfield blocked by Wade Bowen. Big man Bowen does it again.
Boy, what a swat for Bowen. Unfortunately, Evanston just kind of 3 guys watch that thing bounce out of bounds. Otherwise, it's Evanston basketball. Going back to the comment you made about going inside and kind of getting that running game going, the other thing you're going to see is some foul trouble. We've already got that with Davenport on the bench, 2 fouls for Rock Springs.
Evanston, only 1 foul in the entire game, and it is on Wade Bowen. Faber Okira gets the inbound pass, has to go all the way back to the half-court line to get it. Back to Justice Reese in the left corner. They are not going to let him beat them. Goes to Alan Martinez, back to Justice. Evanston putting on a good zone defense right here. Back over to Akira on the right side, looking for Justice. Quickly to Alan Martinez. He goes from the corner, drives into the elbow, left side. No good. Rebounded by Faber Okira, who runs in there and gets the putback. Red Devils lead by 2 with 44 seconds left in the quarter. I think they're going to try to hold for the final shot in the first. 3-ball, cross right side, off the back iron, rebounded by Alan Martinez. 35 seconds left. Martinez across the center line. Kicks it over to Reese. He goes from the corner into the right block. Blocked by Wade Bowen again. Braxton Lynn saves it from going across the baseline, and Evanston's got fast transition. Burke Thomas to the free throw line. Toss across right side. 18 seconds left in the first. Braxton Lind in the left corner, back over to Burke Thomas at top of the circle. Red Devils, wide open toss across right side, 3 off the back iron, pulled down by Justice Reese. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Red Devils lead by 2. Bounces it over to Alan Martinez, back to Reese, over to Akira, 3-ball. I think Ellingford got a hand on that one. He slaps it off of the track. And Evanston leads after 1, 10-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 right after this on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Of playtime gone by, and the Red Devils lead it 10-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan OLLIFF and Ryan Steinekert bringing you the action live from Red Devil Gymnasium, site of the 4A West Regional Tournament of the 2020 season. Red Devils win this game. They're in the third place game, and they also punch their tickets to Casper. They lose it, and they are done for the year.
Elan, you mentioned the comparison of a running game. You can get that going, and Evanston got it inside. Ellingford scored a couple of buckets, plus a couple of free throws, and Lynn scored inside. Rock Springs shifted to a zone defense, and that yielded an open 3. Crofts didn't hit it, but we've already seen Rock Springs adjust a little bit to what Evanston can do if they can continue to pound it into the inside.
Wade Bowen goes to Dawson Cross in the left corner with Alan Martinez in tow. Burke Thomas now goes towards the center logo, drives to the right side, looking for Braxton Lind, goes to Dawson Cross, right corner, thought about putting the shot up. Back over to Braxton Lind on the left side. Back to Burke at the top of the circle, Dawson on the right. Good ball movement by Evanston. Coach Corney said he wanted to see the extra pass, and I think that is what we're seeing at this point in time.
Now, part of this, the Rock Springs adjustment also is that Evanston only has really one guard on the floor. I guess
Burke Thomas float pass from the free throw line, and it's good.
If you call Crofts a guard, Lind a very tall, like a wing player, right?
12-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 7:07. Faber Okira bounces it to Davenport on the left side key. Back to Okira, Justice Reese at the top of the circle. Davenport drives past Wade Bowen, puts the shot up off the glass, and good. What a move there by Tyson Davenport.
Boy, hanging in the air, reverse layup. That was impressive.
Red Devils lead by 2. This is going to go back and forth for a little bit longer. Braxton Lind on the left side. Float pass for Dawson Crofts at the right block, but it's way over his fingertips. And it goes into nearly the crowd at the baseline. Rock Springs basketball, 6:39 left in the first half. Red Devils lead it 12-10. Rock Springs with a chance to pull level or take the lead. Faber Okira on the left side. Bounces it to Tyson Davenport. He goes into elbow, immediately swarmed by the post. And then Okira commits a travel before he lets go of a 3-ball. Evanston basketball.
That's interesting. To me, and I must have missed something, but it looked like any typical other shot. He received the ball, he took that hop step, and then shot the ball, but he must have moved the foot before or something that I didn't see.
Dawson Cross inbounds to Burke Thomas. 6:24 remaining here in the first half. Red Devils lead by 2. Braxton Lind over to Burke Thomas on the right. Quickly over to Wade Bowen, back to Lind, 3-ball left side. Almost, it's ringed off the rim. Burke Thomas rebounds, kicks it over to Ellingford, and a great finish there by Mason.
Boy, that was pretty. What a play.
14-10, Red Devils lead it with 6 minutes left in the first half. Favor Okira in the left block, bounce pass to Tyson Davenport, poked over the baseline by Ellingford.
Burke looked like he was putting up a shot short enough, and I think it took Ellingford a second to go, oh, wait, that's a pass to me, and then, but he took advantage.
Timeout called. We'll take it as well. 5:56 left in the first half. Evanston leads by 4 over Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now. Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Elan, OLLIFF, and Ryan Steinekert bringing the action live from EHS, host of the 4A West Regional Tournament. Evanston leads by 4. Rock Springs basketball. Tyson Davenport quickly over to Alan Martinez, top of the circle, 3, and it's good. Got to watch out for him. He burnt Evanston for 12 in the regular season matchup, and it's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Braxton Lind back over to Dawson Crofts in the left corner. Lind will get it right back from Crofts. He'll go to Burke Thomas. Crofts calls for it on the right corner, looking for Mason Ellingford, who makes the catch in between 2 Rock Springs defenders and gets the foul.
Threading the needle on that pass, and Ellingford reaching out to go to, pull that pass in. That was a good play. Draws the foul, and that's another foul on Rock Springs' interior defense.
That is 4 fouls on Rock Springs. We're headed towards the bonus at some point soon. Burke Thomas on the right side, thought about taking a 3 instead, goes to Wade Bowen, back over to Lind on the left side. He drives into the circle, backs up, now kicks it over to Crofts on the left. 14-13, Red Devils with 5:08 remaining in the first half. Burke Thomas with Justice Reese over to Dawson Crofts in the right corner. Dribbling towards the center of the circle, takes the 3-ball off the back iron, rebounded by Faber Akira.
Evanston yesterday 7 of 14 in the first half from 3 range. So far today 0 of 5.
Quickly over to Alan Martinez, top of the circle. Faber Akira on the right, bounces it to Justice Reese. Now Caudell right elbow off the back iron, rebounded by Mason Ellingford. It's another one for the Red Devils. Dawson Crofts dribbles wildly across the timeline, bounces it off of the foot of Caudell. Jason kicks it back over to Okira. Alan Martinez, right side 3 corner, yes.
As a 2 good shooting team, Rock Springs, to leave guys open like that. Evanston was fortunate. Rock Springs went 0 of 5 from 3-point land in the first quarter.
16-14 in the second quarter. Rock Springs with a new lead.
That's an 8-0 run for the Tigers.
Braxton Lind passes it to Wade Bowen. He can't control it. 2 Rock Spring Tigers go down to the ground to get it with Bowen. It's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow. Tigers of Rock Springs.
Evanston getting a little sloppy. That's 5 turnovers in the game, 3 in their last 4 possessions.
Well, Coach Corney has talked about it all season. There's going to be runs. You have to weather them and stop them. Let's see how Evanston weathers and if they can stop this one. Faber Akira over to Jason Caudell in the left corner. Bounce to Justice Reese. Off of the foot of Tyson Davenport and across the baseline.
The official, I don't know if he had a good angle on it. He started to point toward Rock Springs, but as everybody, all the players were, he goes, oh, wait, that must be Evanston ball.
That must be, yeah. Rock Springs isn't even playing that one. David Baxter back in for Wade Bowen, so we'll see what Coach Cornea's plan is here as they have taken the size out of the game for the Red Devils. Braxton Lind and Ellingford now playing in the post. Ellingford at the free throw line, back over to Dawson Crofts. He's doubled and he gets called. I believe that was a travel.
Yeah,
took a step and then bounced it, just mistimed the entire process.
He picked that pivot foot up just before he put the ball on the floor with that extra step.
And Dawson walks away nodding his head and saying, yeah, that was on me. Quickly over to Alan Martinez on the right side. Now finding Faber Okira in the elbow. Back to Reese. Martinez at the volleyball court line here at EHS. Bounces it back over to Tyson Davenport. Looking for Jason Caudell. Stolen by Mason Ellingford. He tries to get control of the basketball before it crosses the right sideline, but he runs into the railing in front of the student section, and Rock Springs will inbound it.
I think Ellingford thought he had an opportunity to push the tempo and take it himself up court, but a little too much traffic.
Justice Reese, bounce pass back to Martinez. He'll go right back to Justice. Tyson Davenport in the left side. Looking for Reese around the 10-foot line of the volleyball court here at EHS. Bounce right back to Caudell, who goes back to Reese. Dawson Cross immediately picks him up. Over to Davenport in the right side. Two-hand pass over to Reese, right side three, rings around, and out of nowhere, Tyson Davenport comes out, picks up the loose shot, and slams it in there for 2 points.
Wow, Davenport going up high for the dunk.
Mason Ellingford, he drives into the lane, he gets it taken out of his hands. Evanston wants a foul, but they're not getting it. Quickly over to Caudell, he goes to the right block, blocked by Wade Bowen, who says, not right now.
That was Braxton Lynn getting up high to swat that thing out, trying to get his teammates fired up. They're at the mercy right now of Rock Springs on a 10-0 run.
You're right, that was Lind. I just got the 40 numbers mixed up.
Lynn got up there about as high as
Wade Bowen
does.
could. Great play by Braxton Lynn. Zach Tranchilla coming in for Alan Martinez for the Rock Spring Tigers. Float pass over to Tyson Davenport. Goes to the top of the circle, back over to Reese. The senior calling the play for the Red Devils. Picked up by David Baxter. Reese goes to the left side, goes to the right, goes to Davenport on the left wing. He drives into the paint. Back over to Faber Okira, goes to the block, wide open Zach Tranchilla, right corner, well long as it goes right into the arms of David Baxter. Burke Thomas and the Red Devils trying to stop the bleeding. 2 minutes left in the first quarter, 18-14, Rock Springs lead it. Braxton Lynn, Burke Thomas, left side three, thought he had a shot, but he held up. Back over to Baxter at the top of the circle, back to Burke on the left. Bounces it over to out to Ellingford from the left block, and it's in. Mason's got 8 points in the game already.
I think they just called a technical on Evanston.
What?
I didn't see what happened.
I did not see it either. Are they giving Evanston the points? They are.
It looked to me like he was pointing in the direction of Braxton Lynn, but that's total speculation. But either way, boy, what a position down there for Ellingford. And credit Evanston, the extra pass there. Burke had a couple opportunities to force a three. He passed those up and fed Ellingford for the easy bucket.
First free throw by Justice Reese is missed after the technical foul. Looks like they're calling it on Ellingford according to the scoreboard. But to Evanston's credit, as Reese takes the free throw, Braxton Lind waving his hands, bringing his teammate in, nodding his head, saying, "We are okay," as Justice Reese hits the second free throw. And now Rock Springs gets ready to inbound it with a 3-point lead. Only the second foul in the game for the Red Devils. 1:41 left in this first quarter, or first half, excuse me. Justice Reese across the timeline, back over to Schoenfield. Handoff to Tranchilla. Back over to Reese, left side three. David Baxter almost got there in time to block it, but there is a foul called on the rebound attempt by Rock Springs. However, it bounces off of the back iron. It's going to be on Jason Caudell, his second one of the game. So now you've got Caudell and Davenport both with multiple fouls. 19-16, a minute 29 left in the first half on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils trail by 3.
Rock Springs started this quarter on a 10-0 run, and they've outscored Evanston 9-2 in the last couple minutes.
Float pass looking for Dawson Crofts in the lane. A little too much juice from David Baxter as it goes off of his fingertips and misses Crofts crossing the baseline.
That's twice Evanston has gone to that play, and twice it's been there, but the pass too high.
Alan Martinez back in the game. Puts up a three ball. Good.
Ooh.
He's going to be a problem.
Martinez, goodness gracious.
22-16, Red Devils trail. Looking for Braxton Lynn, drives in a lane, off the glass, rolls around and in. 22-18, Red Devils trail by 4, 48 seconds left in the first half. Alan Martinez to the left side. Back to the elbow, looking for Caudell. Jump shot from the lane, pulled down by Ellingford. It's another Ellingford board for the Red Devils. Burke Thomas slowing things down as he goes across the timeline. 30 seconds left in the first half. Looking for Mason Ellingford at the free throw line. David Baxter, left side three off the front iron, pulled down by Caudell with 20 seconds left. Rock Springs gets it over to Martinez. He has killed Evanston. He put up 12 points in the first matchup during the regular season. He's already got half of that in this one. Martinez over to Schoenfield, goes right back to Allen. The junior goes to his right side. Tranchilla right side three off the iron at the buzzer, no good. And that is the half. Red Devils trail Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 22-18. We'll be right back with our halftime program right after this on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Elan OLLIFF here with Ryan Steinkert. 22-18, Rock Springs in the lead at the halfway point. Winner moves on to the state tournament. Loser, their season will end right here in about 16 minutes worth of game time once that clock rolls in about 8 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's go ahead and run through some halftime stats. Ryan, what do you got?
Well, I don't got it yet. A little too quick.
Then I'll go ahead and go with what I've got. I've got individual scoring stats. First for Rock Springs, Justice Reese with 3. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. His only trip to the charity stripe was after the technical foul on, I believe it was Mason Ellingford. At least that's what the scoreboard was showing. 6 points for Alan Martinez, 6 points for Tyson Davenport, and Favor Okira, surprising everyone, leading the team with 7 points for Rock Springs. For Evanston, only 3 guys on the score sheet, and that needs to change. 4 points for Burke Thomas, 4 for Braxton Lind, 10 for Mason Ellingford. We'll see if Coach Cornea decides to go back into the post. Seems like they had their most success in that first half when they had Wade Bowen and Mason Ellingford dominating that post together.
Yeah, with those two in there, that inside presence was big, but it's hard to switch to that for too long because Baxter can be so dangerous from outside. And Evanston right now 0 of 6 from three-point range, and that's been a part of why they're down right now. And in fact, if you look a little bit more at that, Rock Springs in the first quarter 0 of 5 from 3. Second quarter, 3 of 6. They heated up a bit in that second quarter. Other than that, though, Evanston, look at this percentage from inside the arc. 8 of 11, 73%. They're just not hitting from outside, and they need to get more shot opportunities. Those 9 turnovers really hurting.
9 turnovers for Evanston. Rock Springs, I have them taking care of the ball pretty well.
Yeah, three turnovers.
3 turnovers, yeah. So that's going to be a thing like Coach Lex Cornea no doubt talks about, probably telling his boys, let's not take that 3 ball. If they get the 3, then that's on them. But shooting 73%, from inside the arc, it would not surprise me one bit if Lex Cornea is saying, hey, let's expose that. Let's do that because Rock Spring only shooting 50% from inside the arc at this point in time.
Right. They're not shooting great from outside, but the problem, I think, again, looking at it, Rock Springs has attempted 23 shots, Evanston 17. So that's not a huge disparity, but you're only down by 4 points. So, 6 fewer shots, you score on half of those, you're up by 2.
That's our halftime stat report. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have Kay Rossiter on our Excellence in Evanston segment of the Lord Storehouse on a first make presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
School. It's the right path indeed, where we learn to read and learn to write. School's the ticket to reach new heights. We make new friends, learn social skills, art, foreign language, music, and more. Science, technology, engineering, math, history, and health in that PE class. With computers and books and teachers and more, our brains will grow and our dreams will soar. So do whatever it takes to never miss school, because a great education, why, that's really cool. My friends, be cool. Go to school.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
ELAN OLLIFF here with Kay Rossiter of the Lord Storehouse in Evanston. Ms. Rossiter, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us. First question, where did the inspiration for the Lord Storehouse kind of start?
Well, this kind of began in about 1985 when I actually was reading a book on Mother Teresa, and I was thinking, okay, God, if you wanted me to feed the poor, I'd be in New York or San Francisco. And then I got to the page where she said, start at home. And so that kind of triggered this idea to look around, and we began to look at the grocery stores and see the things that they were throwing away, and we began collecting food at that point, and with the idea of distributing it to whoever needed it.
Now, you and I talked before the interview started, and I'm just blown away by the logistical challenge of it all, having all of these jobs to fill just in the Lord Storehouse alone. And if I'm correct, they're all volunteer filled. Is that correct?
Yes, there is not a paid position in the program, and everybody that works there is a volunteer, including me, and it just seems to take care of itself.
You also talked a little bit about how the Lord Storehouse has a mother food bank in Casper. Can you talk a little bit about that relationship and how that benefits the community here in Evanston?
There's a program in the country called Second Harvest, and which gleans from all the factories all over the country, and they bring this stuff to food banks. Food Bank of the Rockies in Denver is the mother house for the Wyoming Food Bank of the Rockies, which is in Casper, which we report to. And so some of this stuff filters down through these food banks to us, which we're very happy to get.
And then we were also talking a little bit about how it really is a miracle that this place is operational, and that you guys have not experienced some struggles that other food banks have in the past, where I believe you said whenever something is needed, it just kind of shows up.
Yes, that's the lovely part of this whole program, is since I'm the only remaining volunteer in that original program in 1985, I said at one point, well, if we're out of food, my job is done, I'm done. But we have never been without food or money. It always seems to show up at the point when we need something, it just shows up. And so it just kind of keeps on going, which gives me the job only of showing up to work. I don't even have to worry about it.
When you guys started this back in the mid-'80s, if someone would have told you in 2020 you guys would still be operational, you guys would still be going strong, what would you have said?
I don't think I would have believed it, because it seemed like such a small, tiny project. But even in our own community, we have a lot of people that struggle with food needs. And we have 2 programs in town. One is a backpack program, which helps the children at the schools, and the other one is our program, which helps whole families, adults and whole families, including children, of course. But we have a great need in this community, and sometimes I don't think people realize that there are these people that are struggling, because I don't know how to explain that, but there are people that struggle just to have food.
About how many families per month would you say the Lord's Storehouse takes care of?
Well, I would say close to 500 families. We do 100+ families a week, and they're not always the same families, because they, some people come every week, and then the majority of the families come when they need to come.
And I'm sure this is one of those projects where you'll take any and all help. If someone wants to donate, whether their money, food, or their time, how would they go about that?
Well, we always need help, and we always need food. They actually could contact me. I work at the museum, and if they want to contact me through the museum phone number, they certainly are welcome to do that.
And Ms. Rossiter, where is the Lord's Storehouse located, and what are the hours that people can come and volunteer, or if they need the help, get that help?
We're located in the Trinity Lutheran Church, which is on the corner by Smith's Grocery.
Sorry to have to cut that interview a little bit short, but we are about 15 seconds away from the start of the second half. For those of you that would like to see or hear the finish of that interview with Miss Rossiter, that will be on mylocalradio.com at the conclusion of this game. Give us about maybe 20 minutes after we go off the air, and we'll have that for you. Elan and Ryan Steinecker bringing you the action as Evanston inbounds to start the second half. Burke Thomas pulls up top of the circle. 3, he's open, and he gets it to go. We were actually just talking about that, weren't we, Ryan Steinecker?
Just saying that Burke had not even attempted a three-point shot in that first half.
22-21, Rock Springs up by 1. Faber Okira goes to Caudell, and he's going to get called for, I believe that's going to be a travel. It looks like he took a step too much as he drove into the line.
Yeah, and I mean, to what I saw, I'm no expert. I like to think I have a little bit of knowledge. It didn't look like a trap. I mean, it looked like one, but really, technically, I don't think it was.
We watch enough basketball games. We think we are experts, but we may be far from it. David Baxter over to Dawson Crofts on the right side. Back to Ellingford, who retreats outside the circle. Fun fact, he is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc this season. Dawson Crofts kicks it over to Burke Thomas, back over to Ellingford at the top of the circle. Crofts, float pass intended for Lind at the left side of the key, poked out of bounds by Faber Okira.
And going back to that travel, it was just such a slow, deliberate step that it looked like he took extra steps, but I think it was only one, and then he made a pass.
Inbound to Ellingford, who quickly goes to Braxton Lind. His pass to Crofts taken away by Justice Reese. Rock Springs taking it the other way. Tyson Davenport goes into the elbow with a 1-point lead for Rock Springs. 6:54 left in the third quarter. Caudell on the right side goes into the elbow, back to Davenport, right side. 3, rolls around the rim, off the back, and into the arms of Braxton Lind. Long pass, David Baxter tries to put it up from the right block. It's short, rebounded by Ellingford. He's triple teamed over to Burke Thomas on the right, who thought about taking a 3, but they're going to call Mason for a travel.
Yeah, and he took that extra step, had to, in that traffic, it was either turn it over or take the step.
Justice Reese gets the inbound pass for Rock Springs. Red Devils, only points of the second half belong to them after the Burke Thomas 3. Inbound to Tyson Davenport. This looks like a little bit more energy on defense for the Red Devils as Reese drives to the right block and he gets held.
Evanston fans not happy about that. Reese traveled, but after the foul.
So Justice Reese to inbound it for the Tigers. We'll see who they call it on. It's going to be the first one on Dawson.
Part of the difference in energy is Evanston has switched to a man-to-man defense, so they've got to move a lot more than they did in the 2-3 zone.
Inbound pass by Justice Reese, poked across the baseline by Dawson Crofts. So Reese will inbound it again under the backboard. Back to Faber Okira on the right corner, picked up by Burke Thomas. Bounce pass through his legs, intended for Caudell, and Mason Ellingford picks it up. Evanston's taking it the other way. Long pass to Dawson Crofts on the right side. He goes to the right block, and he's fouled. No! They're going to call him for a travel, but Crofts is down.
I think
holding
he came
his knee
down a little bit funny, maybe on one of the Rock Springs Tigers' ankle, and that twisted his knee funny.
We're going to take a timeout, injury timeout. Hopefully Dawson is okay. We'll be right back after this on a First Make presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Still in the middle of the injury timeout. Dawson Crofts went down as he was driving towards the basket. Red Devils trail by 1, 22-20 here in the third quarter. Dawson Crofts being helped off the court. Dawson being chanted by the student section. And they immediately get Casey Perriman up to join the starting lineup to replace Crofts. We wish him nothing but the best and hopefully a return soon.
Boy, and how will that change Evanston's lineup here? Perriman, a capable player, not the shooter that Crofts is. He's left-handed, so that may give the defense some troubles or at least an initial adjustment.
Casey Perriman also a more than capable defender, so that you lose one, but you pick up another thing. Casey has no problem taking the hard defensive assignment. And speaking of which, he picks up Tyson Davenport, kicks it over to favor Okira. Burke Thomas goes to the right side, back over to Caudell. Alan Martinez at the 10-foot line of the volleyball court, and Caudell hits the deck. And David Baxter gets called for a push.
Baxter did bump into him. Caudell sold it. That was a good job flopping to the floor.
And the Oscar goes to Tyson Davenport goes to favor Okira. Hand off to Alan Martinez, right side three, off the back iron. That's the first one he's missed in a while, it feels like. Burke Thomas gets it. He drives to the top of the circle. I wonder if they're going to need him to become the shooter as Casey Perriman goes to the right side, back to Braxton Lynn. Burke Thomas on the left. Back to David Baxter, top of the circle three. Yes! It rolled around for what felt like forever. It looked like one of those old things you would drop a penny into and it would just spin around and around and around. But the most important thing is the Red Devils have a 2-point lead now. 24-22 as I was updating the scoreboard, so I didn't see what happened there.
Rock Springs, I think it was Davenport, hopped through the lane, put up a shot, blocked out by either Lind or Ellingford, and Burke Thomas tipped the rebound out of bounds.
David Baxter hits the big three ball, puts Evanston up by 2. Over to Davenport on the right block, and he's fouled. It's going to be on Perriman.
Yeah, Perriman reaching in hard, and that's one thing you get from Perriman, strong. He's very strong defensively.
This is not by any means Casey's height of minutes this season if he stays in the rest of this game. He was a starter for a lot of the preseason, a lot of the tournament season. As Tyson Davenport's first free throw is off the back iron, goes to the right, no good.
Rock Springs opened that second quarter on a 10-0 run. Evanston has opened this third quarter on a 6-0 run. Obviously, Davenport can change that here at the line.
Last free throw attempt by Davenport, and it's good. Evanston leads by 1, 24-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Burke Thomas in the right corner. Drives to the right side of the key. Back to David Baxter. Top circle three. Do it again. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Braxton Lind. He retreats out. Goes to Burke Thomas, who's out, taking one at the top. Looking for Casey Perriman in the left block. Back to Burke at the top.
Big board there by Lind. That's his first offensive board. 4th rebound of the game.
Lind double teamed, leaving open Baxter, who kicks it over to Perriman. It's poked out of his hands by Alan Martinez, picked up by Jason Caudell, but look at the hustle from Perriman to get there. David Baxter also there to keep Alan Martinez from going up at the left block and getting the easy bucket.
Evanston, the turnovers really starting to pile up. It's amazing. They've got 12 turnovers. Surprising they still have a lead in this game. That's a lot of giveaways.
Alan Martinez to the free throw line. First trip to the stripe today for the junior. First one rings around the rosy, and it's not going to fall down as Evanston holds the 1-point lead. The best that Martinez can do is tie it up.
Rock Springs just 2 of 7, 3 of 8 at the line today.
Martinez hits the second one, and it is A tie ball game, 24-all, with 4:19 left in the third quarter. We got a shootout. Winner going to the state tournament in Casper and the third place game later on this afternoon. Loser is done. Casey Perriman over to David Baxter. What a jump to keep that one in bounds. Tries to find it back to Perriman. Picked off by Martinez. Favor O'Keara on the right side. Martinez right side three. He's open. Rings around. Pulled down by Casey Perriman. He's done a great job filling the shoes of Dawson Cross so far. Braxton Lynn gets it to the right side. Back to Burke Thomas. Floater shot from the free throw line, and it splashes in. Burke's coming alive here in the third quarter. Red Devils up by 2. 3:42 remaining in the second half. Favor O'Keara on the left corner, now driving towards the free throw line. In the lane, blocked by Mason Ellingford. One of the best blockers in the state does it again. Alan Martinez gets frustrated, bounces the ball in the left corner off of Burke Thomas's shoe, and Rock Springs will inbound it.
Boy, Ellingford inside. Great job defensively. He backed away with O'Keara, who had the position, but then Ellingford got that big paw up and swatted it out.
Timeout taken by Rock Springs. We're going to take it as well. Evanston with a 2-point lead. 3:31 remaining in the third quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlesWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlesWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlesWoodShop.com today.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Quick update, Dawson Cross, who went down earlier, is back out there on the bench with an ice pack. He's walking around on his own strength, so that is a good sign for the Red Devils. Ryan Steinecker.
Obviously very tender on that right leg. He hasn't put much pressure on it, but he's got an ice pack. He just got a hug from Mason Ellingford and a couple other guys as they have rallied around so far. Him going down, playing with a little bit extra something for Evanston.
Knowing that there's a chance that they might get Dawson back for the state tournament, they're going to try to rally for the senior. They have a 2-point lead with 3:29 remaining here in the third. Favor O'Keara goes to the lane, puts it off the backboard, ring around into the hands of Mason Ellingford, and Evanston takes it the other way with a 2-point lead. Dawson Crofts kicks it over to David Baxter on the right, back over to Burke. Casey Perriman on the left. He takes a dribble now over to David Baxter. Perriman gets it back. Red Devils with 3 minutes left in the third, lead by 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Perriman gets the pass from Burke. Long pass, David Baxter left side, 3, yes! David Baxter does his best job to match Alan Martinez. He's got 6 in this quarter.
Evanston went 0 of 6 from three-point land in the first half. They're 3 of 4 here in the third quarter.
Favor O'Keara shot short and fouled by Mason Ellingford.
And that's Ellingford, that swing through, going for the swat. He just didn't get the ball, swung through and hit O'Keara.
Second one for the senior as O'Keara will go to the free throw line. First trip to the stripe for him.
Evanston was outscored 14-8 in the second quarter. They've outscored Rock Springs so far here in the third, 11-2.
O'Keara goes off the back iron and down into the hands of Ellingford. Braxton Lind coming in Wade Bowen coming in for Casey Perriman.
ELAN, Rock Springs a 61% free throw shooting team this season, but they're
today.
Struggling. Yeah, 3 of 9 so far.
O'Keara, that one off the back iron, pulled down by Braxton Lind. And the Evanston Red Devils hold a 5-point lead with less than 3 left to go in the third quarter.
Lind with 5 rebounds. He's been big on the board so far today.
Wade Bowen, top of the circle, looking for Burke Thomas, who now gets it. Takes it towards the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at EHS. Ellingford gets the pass from Baxter, and he's fouled in the lane.
And you see Rock Springs has switched to a man-to-man defense because of what Baxter and Burke have done in this third quarter, hitting from outside. They said, no, the zone isn't working. We got to switch things up.
And that's going to open things up for Mason.
Exactly.
Sorry, did not mean to cut you off.
No, you had. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Inbound to Wade Bowen. He misses the first shot. Second shot, no good. It's almost touched across the baseline. Actually, Coach Cornea says it is.
Yeah, he was hammered, it looked like, from here.
And Justice Reese takes it over for Rock Springs. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It's taken away by Evanston, and they're going to call the foul on the Red Devils.
Red Devil fans can't like that because you had similar contact, at least what it looked like on Bowen after the offensive board putback attempt, and Evanston didn't get the call on that end.
Justice Reese to the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the stripe today. No, they will not give him free throws.
Foul on the floor.
On the floor, so I thought they were going to give him in the bonus. Justice Reese, right side three, way too strong. You can tell it as soon as it's out of his hands. Rebounded by big man Bowen. Burke Thomas across the center line. Thomas with Reese on him on defense. Back over to David Baxter on the left side. 29-24. Red Devils with 1:44 left in the third. Looking for Burke Thomas in the lane. He's double teamed, trying to find Bowen. Taken away by Jason Caudell. Alan Martinez drops the ball. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow, Evanston. Sorry for you listening on mylocalradio.com as the Red Devils. We're trying not to blow your ears out. Apologies for that.
Yeah, just trying to get our audio levels just right.
Inbound by Rock Springs. Justice Reese to the right wing. Back over to Alan Martinez, who hit 6 in the second. I've got him for 1 free throw here in the third. Martinez, double team, stolen by David Baxter. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be a tie-up jump ball. Evanston's getting this one back.
And Baxter fired up as he fights for that ball. I don't know if he's angry or just excited. He got a takeaway for his team.
He gives up about 2 inches to Alan Martinez, but I would think Baxter probably equal or outweighs him by about 10 pounds.
Evanston playing with some renewed fire after Crofts went down, and I think this is the guys rallying around. Hey, we don't have one of our leaders on the floor. We're going to rally and pull something together for him.
Ellingford goes to the right side with the block. He's double teamed over the coverage, pulled down by Ellingford as he misses it. He's double teamed. Burke Thomas left side three, open, yeah!
Wow, what a series there. Ellingford misses short, fights for, battles, and gets the rebound and dishes off to Burke for the three.
Red Devils with the biggest lead of the game, 8 points. I think that's right. Caudell on the right side, 40 seconds remaining, and there's a foul called on Ellingford. That's going to be his 4th. And listen to the crowd.
Oh, yeah, they don't like it.
I didn't even see what happened.
I was not looking at the play, but
so sorry, that's his 3rd actually.
What a third quarter for Evanston. They've outscored Rock Springs so far 14-2.
And Justice Reese will go back to the free throw line. He missed both of them earlier. Lex wanting an explanation on why Mason got the foul as Reese, first one is good.
That's just 4 of 11 at the line for Rock Springs in this game. Again, a 61% free throw shooting team coming into the game. Reese, 76% on his own.
Looking at the Rock Springs players, you can tell frustration is building a little bit. As Evanston has opened up an 8-point lead, it's down to 7. Can they get it down to 6 as Reese's second free throw is good? 32-26. Red Devils lead with 38 seconds left in the third.
Rock Springs does not have a field goal in this quarter.
Wade Bowen at the free throw line to Burke Thomas, who just hit the big 3. Finds Lind at the block. Handoff to Bowen, and he gets called for a travel.
He did give that little bit of a skip, but as he's going into the shooting motion, he gets a second step.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Evanston team. In the Cody game, when calls went their way, did not go their way, they would shake their heads. They would kind of show some emotion. Today, when the calls are not going their way, you just saw David Baxter wave it off saying, don't worry about it. We're good. We're going to keep going. Into the lane goes Justice Reese. He misses the shot. Rebounded by Okira. Martinez left side 3 from about a mile out, and he sinks it. 32-29 at the buzzer. As Martinez sinks that one, we're going to have a crazy Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. We'll be right back with it after this on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
(32-29), the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we enter the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. Coming out of the quarter break, Braxton Lind walks into the circle of his teammates, points at them, and tells them, "We can do this." As Justice Reese will inbound it to start the third quarter. Goes to favor Okira. Picked up by Burke Thomas. Quickly over to Schoenfield. Alan Martinez on the left side. Goes to the corner. Tries to get around the two Evanston defenders. He won't get around Burke Thomas as he pokes the ball out of bounds.
A couple important numbers from that quarter, Elin. Evanston out-rebounded Rock Springs 10-2 in that third period.
Inbound to Martinez, but there's a dribble on the baseline by Justice Reese after the pass, and Evanston's getting the ball back.
And then Evanston was 0 of 7 in the game from three-point land in the first two quarters, 4 of 5 in the third.
David Baxter goes to the right block, losing control of the basketball. He's fouled. It will be on favor Okira. This will be his first one. So Evanston will inbound it. Only the second foul on the Red Devils. Rock Springs in the bonus, so Evanston's going to have to play smart. Burke Thomas to the top of the circle. David Baxter open on the left side. He draws the double team back to Burke, top of the circle. 3 off the back iron, pulled down by big man Bowen. Back to David Baxter. He goes to the left block, takes the contact, and draws the foul.
I like that attack mentality. The Evanston, at this point, they could have a tendency to settle for the outside shot because it worked so well in the third quarter. But Baxter says, hey, I can take it to the hole too.
It'll be the first foul on Isaac Schoenfield, the sophomore, as David Baxter will go to the free throw line for the first time today.
In fact, for Evanston, this is just free throws number 3 and 4 of the ball game.
And first one circles around and drops to the hardwood. Schoenfield comes out, and Jason Caudell comes in for Rock Springs, so he'll join the original starters, Martinez, Davenport, Reese, and Okira. David Baxter splashes the second one through, and the Red Devils building up that lead. It's 33-29, up by 4. Justice Reese quickly over to Alan Martinez, now favor Okira on the left side. Jason Caudell back over to Tyson Davenport. Double team by Wade Bowen and Mason Ellingford as Justice Reese gets it from jump shot from the free throw line, and it's good. Justice Reese exploded for 11 points in the game last night in the fourth quarter against Star Valley, so he will be one to keep an eye on. Burke Thomas out there with David Baxter, Wade Bowen, Braxton Lind, and Mason Ellingford. Pass to Bowen, picked off by Caudell in the lane. 33-31, Red Devils lead it on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6:36 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Alan Martinez, top of the circle, 3. And he's about automatic now as he hits that one. Gets the lead back by 2, or by 1. As the travel is called on David Baxter. And the crowd is not happy with that one as Justice Reese will inbound it.
18 Evanston turnovers.
Timeout called by Lex Cornea. We're going to take it as well. Red Devils trail by 1 with 6:21 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Welcome back to this first bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN, OLLIFF, and Ryan Steinecker bringing you action live from Red Devil Gymnasium, site of the 2020 4A West Regional Basketball Tournament. The Red Devils locked in a battle with Rock Springs. Loser, their season is over. Winner advances to Casper and the third place game this afternoon. Faber Okira to inbound it for Rock Springs as they have a 1-point lead. Goes to Alan Martinez, who has burned Evanston for 13 points. That is over the total he had in the regular season matchup. Okira on the left side. Back over to Justice Reese, or thought about going to Justice Reese. Instead, he'll go to Tyson Davenport on the left. Handoff to Allen. And he's going to get fouled. A push on the floor. But with Rock Springs in the bonus, that will now send Martinez to the free throw line.
Baxter got that left arm up on Martinez defensively and just pushed him off his track enough to draw the whistle.
Alan Martinez toes the line. First one is up, rolls around, pulled down by Ellingford. Evanston with a chance to take the lead with 5:59 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. David Baxter to Burke Thomas. Burke drives into the lane, draws the contact, and Burke is going to go to the free throw line. It'll be the third foul on Tyson Davenport. Burke Thomas first free throw, rings around and good. Evanston's tied this ball game up.
Free throws are going to be big down the stretch here, Elon. Rock Springs not shooting free throws well, just 5 of 13. Evanston a little bit better.
Burke Thomas hits both of them, and Evanston's got a new lead, 35-34. 5:45 left to go here in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Red Devils up by 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board over Rock Springs. Faber Okira drives to the free throw line, gets it over to Tyson Davenport. Almost taken away by Burke Thomas. Instead, they'll dish out to Akira, who goes to Justice on the right side. Martinez from the right block, and it is off the mark, off the glass. Rebounded by Davenport. Over to Caudell. Jump shot from the free throw line. Rebounded by Burke Thomas, but they're going to call a foul on Evanston on the rebound.
Pretty crazy. It looked to me like Martinez traveled as he carried that ball through the lane. He never got the ball, his hand under the ball, but he took a lot of steps.
And the crowd noticed it. As soon as that happened, they got loud. Faber Okira to shoot free throws. 0 of 2 from the line for him. Casey Perriman coming in for Wade Bowen for the Red Devils. He'll join Thomas, Baxter, Ellingford, and Lind.
This is a 1-1, right?
Yep. Good. So they will now tie the game up. 35 all. 14 fouls on the Tigers, 9 on the Red Devils. Okira's next one. Good. So the Tigers get a 1-point lead, 36-35. 5:10 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. David Baxter goes to Burke Thomas on the right side. Braxton Lind at the free throw line. Takes a bounce, kicks it over to Ellingford. Back to Lind, left side three. Off of the front back iron, rebounded by Jason Caudell for Rock Springs.
Evanston hit 4 of 5 threes in the third quarter. They've gone cold here in the fourth, 0 for 3.
Justice Reese goes across the timeline, and there's a whistle. Oh, we've got blood on the court. It looks like Faber Okira will have to come off and make sure that it's under control. They'll bandage it up, make sure he can go in. Zach Tranchilla will check in. Red Devils huddled in the left elbow right now. Got to be wondering what's being said between the team that appears to be so closely locked at this point in time. Zach Tranchilla goes to Alan Martinez on the right side. Quickly over to Davenport in the corner. Back over to Martinez, who has been almost automatic from three-point land. Thought about taking a shot. Travel, Alan Martinez. Evanston's taking it the other way.
He just looks at the bench, looks at his coach. And, what? The coach, I think, just told him, yeah, you did. Because he just slammed his fists together. Okay, all right, I'll go play D.
Burke Thomas gets the inbound pass, goes across the timeline. David Baxter on the right side gets the ball. Back over to Burke. Burke Thomas double teamed back over to David Baxter. A zone put on by Rock Springs. Burke Thomas left open, left side three. Almost gets that one off of the left or right iron and rebounded by Rock Springs. They have a 1-point lead with 4:05 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Favor Okira, top of the circle, back to Justice Reese at the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at EHS. Reese kicks it back over to Caudell on the right side. Davenport making a move towards the lane, followed by the senior Casey Perryman as Caudell drives to the left block, and it'll be the fourth foul on Mason Ellingford.
And Ellingford, such good defense moving his feet, but then he reached in. He thought he had a chance to tip that ball away, and that's the foul. If he just stays straight up, that was great defense.
Jason Caudell 0 for 2 from the line today. First one, off the back iron, too strong. No good. 36-35, Rock Springs. Sorry.
They're keeping Evanston in this with missed free throws. Rock Springs 7 of 17 at the line.
Caudell off the back iron, pulled down by Tyson Davenport. Tries to find Alan Martinez, but it's across the baseline. Evanston basketball.
Great idea by Davenport. He just misfired on that pass, and I don't think Martinez was looking for it either.
David Baxter inbounds to Burke Thomas. Thomas now over to Perriman. Casey guarded by Justice Reese. Senior goes to junior Braxton Lynn. Over to wide open David Baxter. Left elbow, good.
That's a tough shot right there for Baxter. He's wide open. Tough shot on the baseline, but he did a good job to knock it down.
3:22 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Evanston lead by 1. Alan Martinez goes to Justice Reese. He drives the right side block. That one too weak. Pulled down by Reese. Second attempt off the glass and good.
A couple Red Devils just kind of standing there. Watch Reese do all that work.
38-37. This is going to be a shootout all the way to the finish. 3 minutes left. Bounce pass to Ellingford. He goes to the right block, off the glass and in.
Good entry pass. That kept it away from the D and led Ellingford right to the hoop.
2:50 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Justice Reese hands off to Alan Martinez, who thought about taking a three. Red Devils lead by 1 in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Jason Caudell, top of the circle. Justice Reese in the right corner, driving towards the free throw line from the right elbow. Rings around, pulled down by Casey Berriman. He got over Tyson Davenport, who probably has about 2 or 3 inches on the senior.
Great board by Perriman. He's a strong rebounder.
2:20 remaining. Ellingford from the lane. He gets the ball knocked away. They want Evanston foul. Says there's contact. Referees say no. Justice Reese gets it. Rock Springs goes to the top of the circle. Back to Tyson Davenport on the right side, and he's fouled on the drive.
On the floor, no bucket, I think. Perriman got 2 hands on him and gave him a little push on his way to the basket.
No bucket, and they will send Davenport to the line. That is the 10th team foul on Evanston, so now it's the double bonus for Rock Springs. Davenport, 1 of 2 from the line. First one, rings around, no good.
And Rock Springs, if they don't win this one, especially if it's a 1 or 2 point game,
they're going to go to the free throw line all offseason. Timeout called. We will take it as well. 2 minutes, 7 seconds left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus. Fourth quarter, 39-38. Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank presentation of Evanston basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
Red Devils lead 39-38 with 2:07 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Enter with passion, lead with purpose, and that is exactly what the Red Devils are trying to do to punch their tickets for Casper. Tyson Davenport. Second free throw, rings around, no good. Pulled down by Ellingford. Evanston's going to keep that 1-point lead and take the basketball as we go under 2 minutes left.
8 boards for Ellingford, and how about that box out by Braxton Lind?
Casey Perriman over to Burke Thomas at the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at EHS. He's double-teamed, leaving Burke Thomas wide open. Float pass to Braxton Lind, and he's fouled.
And I like that play by Burke Thomas. The defense coming out knowing he's a shooter, and he fakes the shot, then dishes off to Lind.
It was a very smart, unselfish play by Burke Thomas.
4 on Davenport.
So Tyson Davenport will have to take a break as they bring in Schoenfield. Inbound to Lind at the block, off the rim, pulled down by Caudell. 1:40 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. 39-38 Red Devils. Justice Reese across the timeline directing traffic. The senior goes to the junior Martinez. He's open at the top of the circle. Off of the front iron, pulled down by Mason. No, it's taken away by Caudell. He goes for the second chance. No shot. They're saying it's an offensive foul.
Wow.
On Rock Springs. Yes.
What a board by Ellingford. He ripped that down, and then Caudell ripped it away.
Caudell now has 4 fouls, and now you've got 2 of the biggest bodies on Rock Springs in foul trouble.
Caudell and Davenport with 4 apiece.
Burke Thomas can slow things down. Evanston with a 1-point lead. David Baxter on the right side, and timeout called by Lex Cornea. We've already paid all of our bills. We're going to keep it right here. I may be coming across as a homer a little bit at times, but man, what a game.
Yeah, no, certainly that's not a homer. Anybody would notice that. 39-38, 1:11 to play. Both teams recognizing we win, we move on, we go to state next week, we lose, this season is over. What an intense game we've had today. And boy, Evanston with 20 turnovers in the game. Luckily for them, Rock Springs 7 of 19 from the free throw line. But other than that, these teams have played just excellent basketball. Great hustle, intensity, energy, excellent.
I'm telling you what, I like what I'm seeing from Evanston body language-wise. Like I said earlier, when calls don't go their way, they're not shaking their heads, they're not glaring at referees. They're just getting right back to work, and it's like, all right, let's go play defense. Okay, let's try to get this rebound if they miss this free throw, which more often than not has happened with Rock Springs. I'd be interested to know how many of Evanston boards have come off of missed free throws by Rock Springs, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, a bunch. I've got Ellingford with 9 rebounds. Obviously not all of those on missed free throws, but just a quick update on Dawson Crofts. He's on the bench, has a warm-up on ice on his right knee, but he's there with his team. And, boy, since he went down, Evanston has had a great, including a 14-7 run in that third quarter.
David Baxter inbound it for Evanston, hoping to extend the lead to 3 if they can do it. Burke Thomas on the right side, back to David Baxter. 1:06 left to go, and he's fouled.
And he just tweaked a knee or an ankle or something, comes up hopping and in some pain.
That's a little concerning. David Baxter missed the first 3 weeks of the football season because of an ankle injury earlier, but Evanston is now in the bonus, and that'll be the second foul on Justice Reese. David Baxter to shoot free throws. These could be huge.
Red Devils 3 of 4 in the half at the free throw line.
First one from David, rolls around, no good. Pulled down by Faber Okira. Evanston leads by 1 with a minute left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. We'll see how quickly Rock Springs wants to push it. Bounces to Justice Reese on the right side. Drives to the block, he misses the shot, taken away by Casey Perriman.
Braxton Lind stripped that away. That's got to be his 3rd or 4th block of the game.
Burke Thomas losing control of the basketball, goes down on the ground, and it's going to be a foul. on Rock Springs. It'll be the third on Reese.
And Thomas got bailed out there. He was in some trouble, but got to that ball first, and Reese doing everything he needed to try and get there. Little too much.
Burke Thomas, what is he shooting at the stripe this year?
Thomas, just a 50% free throw shooter. As deadly as he is from beyond the arc, he struggles a bit with consistency at the line.
These could be the biggest free throws of the season for Burke Thomas. A 3-point lead, possibly with 43.4 seconds left. First one from Burke, good.
Boy, and he stepped up. He probably doesn't know that 50% number, but he steps up there with confidence and knocks the first one down.
40-38. I feel like that's the first point on either side for a while as Burke rings around the second one and drops it in. Red Devils up by 3 with 43.4 seconds left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter.
Elan Burke had a huge game yesterday against Jackson. Lots of points. He hasn't scored quite as many points in this one, but those 2 free throws make it a full 3-point lead. Those are huge.
And Braxton Lynn fouled Justice Reese, who picks up the ball, takes it away, and kicks it right over to the ref. Right now I've got Burke Thomas with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points, more than yesterday. So he's actually
the points are there.
It's not as splashy as what we saw.
But those free throws huge.
Justice Reese to shoot the free throws. First one off the back iron, no good.
Evanston wanted to foul, I think. Braxton Lynn, defending Reese, purposely fouled to put him at the line. As poorly as Rock Springs has been at the free throw line, an interesting, probably a good strategy.
Listen to the crowd as Reese, second one, splashes through. It is a 2-point game. Quickly over to David Baxter, and he gets called for a travel with 39.4 seconds left.
Boy, and turnovers. Again, 21 turnovers in the game for Evanston.
Timeout called. We're going to keep it here. This is going to be a barn burner all the way to the finish. Evanston leads by 2. We'll see if that Evanston defense can clamp down, get a turnover, get a mistake, force them to foul them again and try to extend this lead.
You wonder if the strategy for Evanston becomes, hey, as soon as they get it, foul them. Obviously, if Rock Springs is going to go into the act of shooting, you don't want to foul for a 3-point shot. But as bad as Rock Springs has been from the free throw line, and let me give you the number on that, that's 8 of 21 in this ball game. Now, they're a 61% free throw shooting team, and it depends on who you foul. But, boy, this is an interesting situation, a 2-point lead with 39 seconds to go.
Winner goes on to the third-place game later on this afternoon, not to mention the state tournament in Casper next weekend. Loser, their season will end in about 3 minutes.
That's 38% free throw shooting so far in this game for Rock Springs. But I tell you, over the course of the season tells you a little bit more. And Justice Reese is a 76% free throw shooter. And he's probably the last one you want to foul. Alan Martinez, 72%.
Reese is 4 of 6. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. And he's going to inbound it, so that'll help Evanston's chances out a little bit more.
Oh, watch for him as a shooter, inbounding and then maybe getting it back.
Inbound to Alan Martinez, 37 seconds left. We'll see what Evanston decides to do. Faber Okira on the left side. He drives into the lane. Bounce pass off of the foot of Ellingford, and now Rock Springs will inbound it under the net with 30 seconds left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Justice Reese to do the honors. Taking his time. He's trying to hurry it up. Bounce pass. Ooh. That was nearly a 5-second violation.
And Coach had that internal clock going. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Timeout.
Yeah. He's not getting it off. 30.6 seconds left. The good news for Evanston is if Rock Springs does get a shot, you would think there's still enough time on the clock for them to answer.
It depends on what Rock Springs does. And the way that Okira attacked the hoop on that last, before the kickball, it looked like they wanted to get a shot, not the last shot, but tie things up.
Red Devils up by 2.
And it's interesting, in this type of situation, so many teams anymore, you want to get that 3 ball and go ahead for the win. But the Rock Springs coach saying, hey, guys, let's tie this thing up. Let's trust our defense, maybe go to overtime. The way we've forced turnovers, who knows if we can tie this thing up, force another turnover, and get the last shot.
Exactly. This is the second straight shootout Rock Springs has been in a row. Jeremy Main, it's a good thing he doesn't have any hair on his head, otherwise he'd be pulling it out. Inbound to Caudell. He goes the right block. Double team taken away, and he gets called for a travel. Mason Ellingford thought he fouled out. He put his hands on his face, and the referee signals travel. Oh, my goodness.
Ellingford thought his game just ended. He got a clean swat up top.
Burke Thomas inbound out to Lind. Back over to Burke. 23 seconds left. We'll see what Evanston decides to do with the 2-point lead. Burke Thomas is fouled. And Evanston's at the bonus, so Burke will go back to the free throw line. Big free throws coming up. This would make it a 2-possession ball game.
Don't curse it. Big free throw with a parentheses S. This is still a 1-and-1. That's 9 team fouls.
Burke Thomas. First one is up. Good.
Oh, Burke. Down the stretch.
3-point lead.
3 for 3 from the line for Burke Thomas. Boy, if he hits this one, a 2-possession ball game.
19 and a half seconds left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evans campus fourth quarter. He hits it. 4-point lead for Red Devils. Here comes Alan Martinez. 17 seconds left. He goes to the right side. Kicks it over to Justice Reese. Puts up a 3-ball. No, off the front iron, and it is out of bounds. Evanston's getting the ball with 8 seconds left. They're moving on to state at this moment in time.
Got to take care of it and maybe hit another free throw or two down the stretch.
Up by 4. Inbound pass poked up by Reese. Quickly over to David Baxter. Burke to Casey Perriman. It is over. It is all over. Casey Perriman in the lane. And it's 47-39. The Red Devils are headed to the state tournament in Casper. My goodness. And you know what? How fitting is it that Casey Perriman, the man who came in for the injured Dawson Crofts, puts the dagger in the heart of the Tigers.
Crofts just hopped his way on his left foot over to that team huddle to say, good job, guys.
We're going to take a deep breath. We'll be right back with the postgame show. Final score, 47-39. Evanston is headed to Casper on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Well, the Red Devils came in here to do battle with Rock Springs. Winner goes on to Casper in the third place game later on this afternoon. Loser goes home. And what a showdown it was. Evanston would have a lead 10-8 after the first, led by 6 points by Mason Ellingford. And then in the third, Rock Springs came roaring back, outscoring Evanston 22-8, led by 6 points from Alan Martinez, who is about automatic from three-point land as you could. Hats off to him. In the third quarter, the Red Devils slowly clamped it down. 14-7 Red Devils in the third quarter, led by 8 points by Burke Thomas, as well as 6 from David Baxter. Those two combined for the 14 points, only allowing 7. In the fourth quarter, 11 all, meaning Evanston wins it 43 to 39, 45 to 39, excuse me. And the Red Devils are moving on to the third place game later on this afternoon and will go to the state tournament in Casper. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Again, Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. When we come back, we will have our post-game stat reports on a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY at 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Again, your final score, Red Devils 45, Tigers 39.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY at 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. I am proud to announce the Evanston Red Devils will be going to the state tournament in Casper next weekend after a 45-39 victory over Rock Springs. It's now time for your post-game stat reports. Well, Ryan, what do we got? It was a barn burner for most of the time. Evanston only pulling away towards the very end there.
Right, it really was. I mean, what a game we treated to this afternoon. Evanston had that lead early on, 10-8. You could see right out of the gate it wasn't going to be an easy game like it was yesterday against Jackson. But they battled hard. They turned it over a few too many times, but overcame that with some excellent free throw shooting and excellent shooting inside the arc. Evanston 57% from two-point range, 27% from outside the arc. Baxter hit a pair of threes, and Burke hit a pair of threes as well. Plus 9 of 11, 82% from the free throw line. And when you contrast that 82% at the line with Rock Springs, shot 38% at the line. I mean, Rock, what was the final again? A 6-point game?
6-point game.
45-39. Rock Springs goes 8 of 21. If they shoot their usual 60%, they win this game, or at least it's about tied. So Rock Springs couldn't take advantage of Evanston's turnovers. Mason Ellingford, 9 boards in the game, had a couple of blocks. Lynn had a couple of blocks. Everybody stepped up. And you can't, I mean, obviously it hurts to lose Crofts, but the way the team pulled together, rallied around that, and we'll hope Crofts gets well soon. But, boy, Perriman had a good game. I think just a couple points, but 3 rebounds and some great defense.
And that was a turning point in the game when Crofts went down. Everybody, you could feel this arena collectively hold their breath when he went down, especially when he started grabbing his knee.
Yeah.
But the Red Devils stepped up and said, you know what, we're going to do this for him.
And I think that was early in the third quarter. I don't know if anybody had scored to that point, and Evanston went on a 14-4 run in that third quarter that put them on top and ultimately earned them the win.
Well, the Red Devils headed to Casper. We're going to step aside when we come back. we will give you a preview of what's to come as we still have one more game today on KNYN 99.1 and mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this on the first make presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to this first bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Joining me now, we have probably one of the happiest men in the building, Lex Cornea, coach for Evanston Red Devil boys. You guys are headed to Casper. It's happening.
Hey, we told them it's a mistake to let us into that tournament. You know, we punched a ticket, and I think we're a dangerous team, you know. I think everybody knows that about Evanston. They're dangerous. They can get you. So it was a mistake to let us in, but we're there.
And it's going to be a fun weekend. I was excited for this weekend at regionals. Now we've got next weekend to look forward to. Of course, safe travels. But what can you say about the way your boys battled back? Rock Springs took the lead at the half. Dawson Cross goes down. It looks like a pretty bad injury. But your boys just seemed to that was the turning point. They kind of rallied around that and said, we're doing this for him.
Well, that's what we told them on the bench. You got to fight for a kid that's down. It's been our leader all year long, and they did. They responded. I'm so proud of David Baxter. I just blown away by his effort. But, you know, everybody. I feel bad for Rock Springs. I mean, they played well enough to go to the tournament. And, you know, where somebody has to end their season a week early, honestly, I wish the state would kind of look at the format. And because that's heartbreaking because their kids battled. They're playing their best basketball in March. And for them to go home after the game they played, it's unfortunate. But, hey, we'll take it. You know, Dawson, they're looking at his knee right now. He's going to get an MRI. Dr. Jaquetta said it felt stable. But I do think one thing we just learned is we can rally, you know, and you should have heard him on the bench. Dawson, you know, he's right in the middle of things. We've got our ticket. Just unbelievably proud. There might be coaches in the state that actually look forward to the season being done, but I'm just so grateful that I get another week with these young men. It didn't end early. It almost did, but the fact that it didn't, we get another 3 practices in 7 days. I couldn't be more happy right now.
So this next game, you said it yourself, it's going to be a fun game because depending on how things shake out in the east side, you're either going to get Thunder Basin or Sheridan, which you've said you like the matchups. You want another crack at them.
Well, everybody in the state has known that, you know, at least on this side, that you have to be 1 or 2 so you can avoid East or Central. Well, there were upsets on the other side. So now I think one of the best seeds from our conference is 3rd, and with Central losing last night, you know, 4th is great too. I mean, we want to go win. Momentum is a real thing, and you need to have it going into state. But, you know, the emotion of that, I think, you know, it's at Davis Middle School, which is a shorter floor, which is good for us. And I just think we're riding so high right now. Our goal all year has been to play our best basketball in March. It might not have looked like it because everybody's playing their best basketball right now. But we played at a very high level tonight. You know, we had some turnovers and things, but a high level is also how you respond to things. And the response in these guys tonight was just, it's something our entire community should be very proud of.
And, we can announce that now. 3rd place games will take place at Davis Middle School. It's a bigger gym. We can house more Evanston fans. We expect a loud, raucous building there. Tip-off scheduled at 4:30. Let's talk about that third place game. You're either going to get Green River, took you guys to triple overtime 2 weeks ago, or you're going to get a rematch with Cody. I'm not going to ask you which one you want because I'm sure you'll take any of them. But what are your thoughts about potential matchups with both of these teams?
Well, we played this game last year. You know, the loser out game, but later. We played it against Jackson. It is very hard, and I think this is going to be a very close game. It's hard to come down off the emotions of the game and then go over to the gym and you're playing in 45 minutes. So I actually like our draw today that we were able to play at 11:30. It gives our kids a chance to get hydrated, you know, let their legs rest up, get a good stretch before they go over. And the short court helps us, I think, too. But, you know, Green River, Cody, as far as who you see, we're just glad we're seeing somebody in Casper. And, you know, that third, fourth game, it's a strange game over there, but we got our crowd over there. These guys like performing for our community and working hard. I think you saw that today. I think you'll see it again later on.
4:30 tip-off time. Coach Lex Cornea, coach for the state-bound Evanston Red Devils. How's that feel?
Good, Elan.
Thank you so much for your time. All tournament. I'm sure we'll talk with you after the game in the third place.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Bringing back in Ryan Steinekert. And Ryan, just before we wrap it up, what the second half performance by the Red Devils to rally that unlike we've seen before this year. I mean, usually when Evanston's down, they have to make what comes to mind is the Star Valley game. They're down by 10 at the half. They come back, and it takes a 3-point buzzer beater from Dawson Crofts to get that win. Today, it wasn't like that. They got the lead. They got control, and they were able to drive it home.
It was interesting. I mean, Evanston won the first quarter. Rock Springs dominated the second quarter essentially, but Evanston came out and played big in that third quarter. Again, outscored Rock Springs 14-7, and that was including a Rock Springs buzzer beater right there at the end of the third. And all goes down to those fundamentals and free throws. Burke Thomas hit 4 of 4 down the stretch. Evanston 82% from the free throw, or 82% from the free throw line, and Rock Springs couldn't get it done at the line. And what a game for Evanston. Good win. And like Coach Cornea said, it is a dangerous team. We saw what they can do yesterday and then getting the win today.
Well, it will be a very fun weekend in Casper next week. First things first, though, we got a third-place game to take care of, which means we're going to have to get off the air pretty quickly, pack up, and get over to Davis in preparation for that third-place game. Tip-off at 4:30. It's time to reward our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Dr. McKay Frankum Family Dental Services. This is another one where it's absolutely crazy, but I think we're going to go with David Baxter. He comes out in the third quarter, goes 2 for 2 from three-point land in the third quarter right after Dawson Cross go down. You and I talked, and when they brought in Casey Perriman, yes, he's great defense. He's not known as a shooter, but we said immediately Baxter's going to have to step up, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, and Baxter sat a lot of that first half, and he had a choice. I can either mope and whine and think, well, I should be in the game, or when I get my chance, I can take advantage. And he did the latter. He did the bigger thing and hit those 2 threes in the third quarter. Those were huge.
Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here from Red Devil Gymnasium. This is actually be the final time in the 2019-2020 school year that we are broadcasting from this gymnasium. Next up, we'll be coming to you live from Davis Middle School for the third-place game. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Ryan Steinecker, and our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Val Cook, I'm Elan All saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be at the third-place game. Davis Middle School pregame at 4:15, tip-off at 4:30. Thank you so much, and take care.
You have been tuned in to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devils basketball on KNYN The Big Dog, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankum, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On In Casper, Evanston Parks and Recreation, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District No. 1, Elling Ford Brothers, The Store, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, Mountain West Business Solutions, and by Wyoming Dental Specialties. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Ryan Steinekert and the Valley's Jake Hibbert, and production assistants Preston Bush, AJ Land, and Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit MyLocalRadio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!